Hi, everybody. It's Milteer. So, welcome to my Authentic and Unapologetic Raw Truth, Untamed Wisdom, and Life Mastery podcast. I would like everybody to help me out. I've just started this broadcast, and if you would be so kind to like and share this, because we're going to talk about something that doesn't get enough airtime, our personal boundaries. And before we go there, what can also help you with your boundaries is a free gift that I have for you called 5typesofenergy.com. And there are 5 kinds of energy: mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and financially. If you go to 5typesofenergy.com, I'll give that to you for free. Each video is 5 minutes. I promise you it will help you tremendously. Now, again, we're talking about something most people don't talk about: having boundaries, particularly blocking people who are not honoring our boundaries. So, guess what? We don't have to do something drastic. We don't have to make dramatic moves. We don't have to have emotional meltdowns. We don't have to publicly burn people with the bridge moments, but the kind that happens quietly, those boundaries that happen in a way that change your life. A few days ago, I did something, honest to God, I should have done a long time ago. I wanted to do it for a long time. I understand the fear and the doubt and the trepidation of doing this, blocking people on different places, but I blocked people who I used to be friends with. I blocked people I used to work with. I once blocked people who shared space and time with me. And every time they had become drains, they had become competitive, subtly disrespectful, the kind of people who smile in front of you but gossip behind your back. And I found out about a lot of the gossip. I recognized the jealousy. I saw the pattern of taking more than giving, and I simply let them go. Not with a speech, not with a fight, not with any kind of grand announcement or revealing them to the public what their name was, just with clarity. And here's what I want you to hear very carefully. There's a massive difference between I'm cutting you off because I'm hurt and I'm removing access because I value my peace. One is reactive, one is sovereign, and sovereign is always quiet. Now, many of us keep people in our lives because of history, neighbors, shared business, family ties, spiritual guilt, or the programming I should always give people the 100th chance. But we also usually keep people because of loyalty to old versions of ourselves. We actually tolerate behaviors we would never advise someone else to tolerate. In fact, with our friends and family, if they told us about some of the egregious things that happened to them, we would say, get rid of those people. But we excuse it often, the negative behavior towards us, even when we feel it. We don't want to see it. We give excuses for disrespect, passive competition, or even outright competition unnecessary, energy siphoning, gossip disguised as concern, jealousy disguised as advice. And why do we do that? Because we're kind, we're loyal, we want to see the good in people, but kindness does not require self-abandonment. So let me tell you what really drains you. It's not the big betrayals. It's the subtle, constant micro stress of monitoring tones, editing yourself, guarding your ideas, managing their egos, explaining more than you need to. Let's face it, that's exhausting. And your nervous system feels it long before your mind admits it. So, the most meaningful thing that I've realized on this topic is this. The truth is, they're not friends. Maybe they were friends at one time, but they're not anymore. They were self-serving. And honest, that sentence hurts a little bit to say that, but it also frees me to see the truth. Because when you stop negotiating with reality, your nervous system can actually relax. Now, here's the truly mature part, which I'm proud to say I have finally gotten to. I didn't demonize them. I didn't out them. I didn't scorch the earth telling people about them and gossiping about them. I personally don't need revenge, and you don't either. I simply have closed the gate between me and them. Because letting go without the big theater behavior is one of the strongest signals that you have grown this dynamic. You don't need applause for doing it. You don't even need them to notice. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You just simply move yourself out of their life with however you want to do that. Now, there are two types of people drawn to us because we're strong, generous, spiritual, and ambitious individuals. Those who are legitimately and love us, they're aligned with us. And those who just want proximity to our energy, our success, our knowledge, our wealth, whatever. Now, part of becoming sovereign is learning to distinguish between these two distinctions. And that doesn't make you a colder, harder person. It makes you cleaner in understanding your boundaries. Sometimes growth looks like forgiveness, and we can forgive people and still not want to be around them. And sometimes growth looks like distance. There's nothing to say, you're just ready to move on. And sometimes growth looks like quietly removing someone from your phone, your inbox, and your life without rage or any kind of telling other people about it. You're just getting clarity. So you need to do an inventory. If someone drains you and when you talk to them or you're around them, you just feel exhausted afterwards, red flag. If they use you and you notice it, red flag. If they compete with you in a certain way, red flag. Or they speak about you, gossip, instead of to you, big red flag. You don't owe them continued success in your life. And that includes family. That includes many people in your life. This is not unspiritual to remove negativity. Truthfully, it's not mean to establish boundaries. It means you love yourself. You value yourself. It's not wrong to choose peace. So here's a truth I want you to take with you today. When decisions feel less dramatic and more steady, you're evolving. When you no longer need to explain your boundaries, you're integrating. When you close doors quietly, you're powerful. If this resonates with you, consider this reminder. You are allowed, literally, to outgrow people. Protect your energy, protect your focus, protect your future, and sometimes quietly just close the gate between you and them. So, this is Lee Milteer, and I hope this has been helpful. And next time, we're going to talk about friend enemies, and I have a whole list of things you can do about that. And before you go, don't forget to sign up for the 5typesofenergy.com. And also, if you happen to be at Amazon anytime soon, don't forget I have the Magic of Prayers, 70 powerful prayers to manifest exactly what you desire. This would be very helpful for you right now if you are putting boundaries up and you're finding challenges. And the other one is Activate Your Inner Power, a book of guidance messages, which is a relatively new book of mine, and it's doing very well. So this is Lee Milteer. See you next time.